Hello everyone, my name's Debbie. I'm mamabearstitchery here on Flosstube and on Instagram, and this is a channel all about cross stitch, and today is my March stitching update. Every month I think, how are we at the end of the month already? But it's been a busy month. I've had lots of karate competitions. Elena turned 9. I made her some cupcakes. We had some pizza. It was a school night, so low-key birthday. But yeah, it feels like the end of the month has sped up on me. I have a lot of projects to show you. Being a longer month, I feel like I got a lot more done. So we're just going to dive right in. First off, I'm going to say apologies. I haven't ironed anything today. It's a busy week. I have surgery a week today, and I just found out I'm going to be completely no weight bearing for at an absolute minimum a week based on what they know they're fixing. But he's going to adventure in there and try and find the root of other problems. But I'm trying to get the house ready so I can get about on my little scooter, and all the jobs that I've been putting off that I'm going to have to do now within this week. As it happens, I'm making a floss tube to avoid doing all of that, and I've doom scrolled most of the morning, but let's dive right in. So the first project I'm going to show you is actually a finish, and this is Hello from Liz Mathews chart called Auld Syne, and I'll put where I was before. And I put a board behind this one because it's a bit see-through, and here is my finish. This is on 46 count antique white linen, and it's a silken colours silk called Blue Seas, and I stitched this 1/2, and I thought 46 count would be really hard to see, but I actually love stitching on it. I'm not sure about a darker colour, but yeah, that antique white, love stitching on it. And the silk changes from like a navy to like a royal blue, and I thought it was a bit like the Scottish flag, and I actually have just got a navy frame to put this in, so you might see that next time. So that's my first finish. There's a couple this month. So after I finished working on Auld Syne, because of the 22 in 22 challenge in no new starts, it meant I could replace that with either a whip or a new start. And I actually chose to replace it with a new start, which was also a start and a finish. And that is Baba Yaga the Flying Witch, and that is from Stitchy Princess on Etsy. And you might see this about Instagram because there's a sale for her shop right now. It's called Stitchy Princess sale, and she's one of the Stitch for Ukraine designers that I bought a lot from her shop. So this was a nice easy stitch too. It's on a couple of DMC colours, and it's on 20 count Black Monaco. Yeah, nice easy stitch. The houses were nice and repetitive, so they're good TV watching stitching. So that's my second finish. After Baba Yaga, I actually picked out another whip to replace it with. I'm trying to not plan out too far ahead. Like if I finish this specific project, I'm going to replace it with this other project. I'm just having a rifle through my current whips. Well, the whips that are in the drawer there that are ready to maybe come on to the like play line, or have a look through the things that I already have kitted up ready to start, and just really just pick what's calling to me at the time and not plan too far ahead. So the project that was actually calling to me when I had a root around in the drawer is called Savor Life. I actually have the cover photo here. And this is by Katy Landis from the Black Needle Society, and this was in the Night Garden Retreat in a Box. And I love the moth. So I will put where I was before. And here is where I am. And I finished that moth down at the bottom. It came with the fabric to stitch on, which was Picture This Plus French Lilac, but I swapped it for 28 count Black Cherry from Seraphim. And I'm using the Call for Overdyes, which is a bunch of gas and weeks, and I'm stitching it 2/2. And yeah, I think this is what I'm going to work on later today, and just maybe come up and finish that vine. I think I'm staving off like fallen off, you know, you start like wagging or out of the challenge by finishing up a bunch of these medium and small projects. It keeps things interesting that I'm not working on the same thing all the time. And actually, once I finish this, you can see on the cover here, the bag that they've turned that into, it actually comes, the kit actually came with the finishing supplies to actually do that. And that might be one of my self FFO challenges for myself. Because I'm trying to fully finish something, even one thing a month for the whole of this year. And that might be one of my challenges. I think it will still fit, even though I did mine on 28, because people got theirs in different counts. So hopefully it'll fit. If not, it'll turn it into something else, maybe a bigger pillow. So yeah, that might be my plan for the rest of today. And you can see it lives in its matching project bag. It's got that fantastic moth on it, super roomy. And speaking of FFOs, the one that I did for this month this was a chart from the Garon mini Halloween box. I think it's Erica Michaels, and it's Frank and Stitch's needlework shop. And I turned it into my very first little pillow. And so yeah, I just stuffed that up. I wanted it quite, you can see, quite flat, so it sort of stands up. And I put this nice green plaid on the back. It seemed very Gary and Ronnie from Garon Stitchery. And I just hand sewed some little pom-pom trim from Joann's onto there. My plan was to glue it, but I think my kids stole the glue to make slime. So to get it finished, I hand stitched it on. And that's that. So that was my little FFO for this month. Okay, another thing I finished was Jaime le Fromage. This is a chart by Stitchrovia, and I'll put where I was before. And let me put it on a board too, because it's a bit see-through. And here is my little finish. For being a small, this thing had a lot of stitches in it. It's quite full coverage, but it was perfect for stitch challenge stitching. And this is on 32 count antique white Lugana, and this is just a couple colors of DMC. So again, once I finish this one, I get to replace it with something else. And I had a few smalls lined up to start, but again, I went for a whip. I don't know what's going on. But I'm surprising myself that I'm not picking new starts and choosing whips instead. And the whip that I chose to replace it with is this one by Barbara Anna. It's called Strawberry Time. And I think it was in one of the summer punch needle primitive stitchers. But she's so cute with her little dress on, her little hat. I love animals in little clothing. So that's her. And she is actually, I actually chose her because she shares the fabric with Jaime le Fromage. She's on the back. So I can keep them in an 11-inch Q-snap. I think they were a Mania start at some point. But this is where I'm starting from. So hopefully you can see there, that'll be a nice quick little stitch. Just fill in that dress. So that's that. Shorter time. Okay. Something else you see often is Hippo Reflection by Artisay, and I'll put where I was before. And again, I finished a page on him. I'm on target to still for a page a month to finish this by the end of the year. So that bottom page was almost like a 3/4 partial. So this month I've actually planned out to work on, put on board so I can maybe hold it better. This month I've actually marked out to start this page right in the middle of his forehead. And this is on 25 count, easy count, 1/1 full cross. So this will be high or quick on my list to finish next month. I try to almost front load the bigger stitchy goals I have for myself to the beginning of the month, like this one, Hippo, and you'll see in a minute, Winter Cabin. I try and put them, front load them at the beginning of the month, so at the end of the month when I feel a bit more burnt out, well, not burnt out, but like a bit bored stitching, and I tend to more gravitate towards, I just want to stitch on what I want to stitch on rather than the things I have goals for or planned out. So that's why I try and load them at the beginning of the month, if that makes sense. So that's Hippo Reflection. The next one, again, like I said, you'll see monthly, is Winter Cabin. It's a kit by Dimensions Gold, and I will put where I was before. And this one I'm trying to work on every month because I'm using it for the 22,000 stitches in 2022 for full coverage fanatics. And that is where I am. I worked on a lot down here in the water. I loved switching out the blues and doing all this reflection. I didn't realize until I was stitching it that this is the deer's reflection in the water. You kind of lose sight of it when you're working so close with it. And yeah, so I worked up into here. I filled in some colors in the cabin, usually just to finish off the thread. And I've backstitched everything up to about the beginning of the cardinal. So apart from French knots in the Christmas tree, this whole half section is almost done. And the page break for halfway is sort of in line with this tree. So I'm definitely over the halfway now. And I think this month when I pick it up, I might actually work up here by the top. I'm avoiding doing a lot of there's like a lot of trees with twiggy back stitch like in this area. But I feel if I just get that over and done with, it's not going to be as bad. So that might be my goal for this month. I'm working on that one. And I actually put in 2,000 stitches this month on this one. So that takes me to 8,000 for the year so far. I'm hoping this challenge might see this one finished before the end of the year. Okay. The next project, I didn't do much on, and it was my Whip Go project for the month. This is Mushrooms it's a kit by Merejka. I'll put where I was before. And my goal in this one was 22 hours. I got nowhere near that. Yeah, I think it was just because it felt like I was stitching a whole bunch of nothing that you could identify, really. I was like, just one more hour and I can do it. No. I thought there's no point forcing myself to work on something I don't want to work on. And this is on the kit fabric that came with the kit. But yeah, it wasn't happening this month. And I think I just need to tell myself I can't give up on Whip Go as a whole just because I had one bad month. Because my second project too, which was Snip Up Vloggy, I didn't even bother pulling out. But they're year goals and I can catch up. And yeah, but I thought there's no point forcing myself to work on something that I didn't want to work on and that felt like I was in a slog. So instead I went looking through my whip bags up here and picked something that was calling to me. And that was Soucis by Long Dog Samplers, and I'll put where I was. You can look at that while I try and detach the needle minders that are stuck to all the projects. And here's where I am. I finished off that top third page, and this is as wide as the project is. The project is 9 pages total, and this is the first 3. So this is on seagrass 32 count opal Lugana from By Stitchy Me, and I'm stitching this in DMC 3812, 2/2. But yeah, I absolutely love this. There's something about, I worked on this one nearer the end of the month, and just something about stitching in one color was just nice and easy. But yeah, I'm glad I finished out that page. I think the page underneath has the fox in it, so I'm looking forward to moving down to there. I'm going to come back along and do the next 3 under, and then 3 more under that. And this, dare I say, might be a finish this year too. I'd love to finish a long dog. I've never finished one. So hopefully that Soucis might be my first. Okay, last project that I worked on again was another monochromatic one, and this is Sampler au Fleurs by Jardin Prive, and I'll put where I was before. Oh, and here is where I am now. And this is on 36 count antique white linen, and I'm stitching in DMC 931 2/2. And I pulled this one out because I assigned it to be my Stitch Formula 1 project. It's a stitch along on Instagram hosted by Kerry and Stitches. And the idea is you stitch the distance for each Formula 1 race, which is about 308, 307 stitches. And then you stitch 10 stitches for every point the team that you're supporting scores in that round. And I'm supporting Ferrari, who are doing particularly well so far this season in the first 2 races. So that's why I've got quite a lot of this one done. So keep it up, Ferrari, and I might get close to a finish. But yeah, love that one. That about all of them, that's why I pulled them out. So that was the last thing that I worked on. I felt like quite a lot of projects squeezed into the month. But my plans for March, hopefully, these are my hopeful plans, is to work on my Whitgo pieces, which for April, did I say March? Which for April are Halloween at Hawkrun Hollow, and I'll put the cover photo in here. And this is where I'm starting from. So this was the first project for me called. I was looking today and trying to decide which block I wanted to do, and I think I might do this swamp monster one down here that I haven't even outlined yet, but I think I might do this one because that black looks like good stitching once you get the trees in, to be able to just sit and fill all that one in. So that might be the block that I choose. So that's my first Whitgo project for the month. The other one is Mirabella Raven Queen, and I'll put the cover in here. I feel like I haven't worked on a Mira in forever. Is that the right way up? Yeah. And that is where she is starting from. I'm going to finish that crow. Well, you can see this thing over here that's kind of half outlined. That's going to be a crow or a raven. I'm going to fill that in, and then I'm not sure whether it go up the way towards her head or down and get all that dress tackled. We'll see at the time. But my goal on her is 22 hours. And my goal on Halloween at Hawkrun Hollow is to finish the block. So hopefully I can meet my goals this month on those two. So that's definitely my plan. Work on Hippo, putting at least 1,000 stitches into Winter Cabin, the Dimensions kit. And out with that, I'm just going to work on what I feel like. My main aim is to just stay in the No New Starts challenge, don't fall out of it, because I'm really enjoying doing the road trip part of it, and I'm enjoying getting the finishes. But as long as I try and meet my goals, stitch on what I like and enjoy it, that's all I can ask for. It's a hobby, not a job. So that's all the stitching for the month. Next, I'll let me grab a big palette on the floor because there was no room for it under all those projects. So next, I'm sure everybody's aware, it was Needlework Market this month, where the designers released some new designs and shops went to shop and you could make pre-orders. So I did that, but as well as that, I got some regular shopping. So let me show you that first before I get to my market stuff, because I think that's how I've laid it out in this big pile. So I got my fabric of the month from Under the Sea Fabrics, and this is Ceres. I got 40 count this month, and there we go. That's the whole piece, and that's exactly what it looks like. It has on the 40 count, it definitely has Picture This Plus murky vibes, but I love like the sort of blue inky splotches with that brown. And I already maybe have a plan for at least half of this piece already, but that's on 40 count, and it's called Ceres. I think that's how you pronounce it, C-E-R-E-S. But I absolutely love that piece. Love it. Also from Leslie Under the Sea Fabrics, I got some Bent Creeks to go in my fairy tale collection. I got red. I'll probably be converting the overdyes that it calls for to stuff that's in my stash. Oodles of Autumn. So cute. And it comes with the button as well for it. And the next one I actually thought was a chart, but it's actually a kit. And it's Polar Bear Snow Globe. And it comes with the fabric and what looks like DMC like pearl, the really chunky stuff, and some beads. I don't know what the fabric is, but it's a really big count, but that'd be cute. Cute to start at some point. Another thing that arrives monthly is my Landis Stitches Bird Crush Club. This month, it's got a lot of bits coming in. This month was the broad-billed hummingbird. And I did have fabric picked out for this, and I don't know where I've put it. It looks like this green colour. And also with that, you get some stickers of Chris, who she's working with, who takes all the photos. You get some stickers and a little information card and another little postcard photo, and the one over die that you need for the chart. And I just got a shipping notification for the next bird, but so I need to get caught up with those. So much to do, so little time. I also, this last Friday, By Stitchy had their Friday night fight night, and I managed to score one of their fabrics. This is April Showers, and again it's a 28 count Lugana, nice bright blue. This is what I stitched my Landis Stitches, oh, what's it called? It's a bird one with a crochet border. I can't remember, I showed it last time. This is what I stitched that on. And so this is basically my replacement piece, because I absolutely love this fresh looking blue. And if you order from the Friday night fight night, you can enter for the Sunday giveaways. Brandy posts up an album, and if you manage to claim something from Friday night fight night, you can me please, and you go into a draw to win the item. And I actually won one of them, and I won a piece of 32 count linen in the colour Dreamsicle. This thing is bright, but this is asking for Halloween, but it is that bright orange. I was shocked when I opened the envelope or the package with the fabric in it, how bright this was, but it's beautiful. And again, I love that because it's not a colour that I would, I think, intentionally buy, but it's going to be absolutely perfect for something. The next couple of things, I actually forgot, I put them all in, I have a bear basket that lives up there that I kind of put any stitchy shopping in until I do a Flosstube video, and some of these things I feel like I forgot about until now because I don't see them again. My friend Kenny, this public service announcement, make sure your friends know what your unicorn charts are. My friend Kenny tagged me in Stash Unloads, a post somebody had put up, and it was my unicorn dimensions kit, and I went and me pleased that thing. This is Dimensions Gold Eagle Eye View, and I absolutely love this. This was my unicorn kit for a while, and I can't believe I've got it. I can't wait to start this at some point. And it's pre-sorted threads. The Ada, probably use Ada, it's just a grey Ada, but I absolutely love this, and I'm so thankful Kenny saw it and tagged me in it. This goes into my Dimensions collection. I hesitantly thought for 2 seconds, do I buy it? Because it's probably the most I've spent on a Dimensions kit ever. In fact, it definitely is, because I'd already bought 2 more Dimensions kit in the month, but it was my unicorn one. So I'd already bought this one. It is called Sunlit Fox, and I saw this on somebody's Dimensions kit parade, and it was beautiful. So I picked this one up. It was on Amazon. Amazon's like, we've put it on sale, you should get it. And I did. So that's that one, and it comes with Black Ada. Love that. And the other one I've seen, it feels like everybody's stitching recently, and also was from Amazon, is Snowman Kisses. and it's one of the petites. So that doesn't actually look like it would take that long to stitch up, but pretty colours. And yeah, again, I feel like dimensions, collecting the kits is a separate hobby from actually stitching the kits. So last little things before we get to market stuff, because I think market stuff, probably a lot of people have got the same thing. But I also went to Joann's recently just specifically to pick up this, and it's the World of Cross Stitching issue 316, because I think we're a little bit behind the UK when it always comes out. I love Rendell designs, and I specifically wanted that cover leopard that's on there. The rest of the magazine I could take it or leave it, but I wanted this. So I went and got it. And the last things is market haul. So I put my pre-order for market in with Barefoot Needle Arts. I've never used them before, but friends recommended them, and I loved that prior to market they were super prompt at putting up all the releases. They were super easy to communicate with by email, and yeah, fantastic experience with them. And they shipped, I think, the day after market ended. They invoiced me and I had a tracking number within 5 minutes. So I would definitely use them again. So here's what I picked up, or what they picked up for me. This is Berry Patch by Hello from Liz Mathews. A cute little bunny. And this might be a start soon. I've popped in a piece of 36 count platinum, I think it's just Weigert, in there with it. But I would need to do a floss toss to check that that would work. But love that one. I also picked up White Sheep, October Fibre House Arcs. And it says, white sheep, on a blue hill, when the wind stops, you all stand still. I thought that was quirky, but absolutely love that one too. Next is Thistle House by Plum Street Samplers. I think it's just because it has the thistles on it. I'm not a big lover of stitching houses, but love the thistles. I would probably brighten this up. Maybe put some purples in there. It's into the stash. Another Liz Mathews is Parade of Elephants. And it's super cute. I love the series that she's came out with. But yeah, love that one. Ooh, more thistles. This is Thistle Crown by Ink Circles. And this has 4 colors of Gloriana that I think I'm just going to swap out for probably some color and cottons that I have in my stash, or things close to the cover image anyway. But that's super pretty. Spring Parade set 2. I love the little beat car. I don't know why I didn't buy both sets, but clearly just picked up this one. But I love that little beat car down at the bottom. Another, I think I bought mostly Hello from Liz Mathews, it seems. And this is Quaker Garden. And you get both charts in there. And I've seen quite a few colour variations of this one already popping up. I'm not sure. I'll probably go in some sort of blue over dye situation, since that's my favourite colour. So that's what Barefoot Needle Arts picked up for me. So another chart that they weren't able to grab, but I got post market. I ordered from Jen Stitching Niche on Etsy. She had the chart that I was after, and it's called, I've never heard of this designer before. It's by the Prairie Grove Peddler, and it's called In the Forest. And the one I got is this one here. These were, I think you could get them as separate charts. Because it's part of In the Pine Forest series. But I got this one. I loved all the little critters on there, the bears, fox, raccoon, cardinals, moose. And it says, deep in the forest where the pine trees grow, lots of critters move about to and fro. And I think this was maybe one of my favorites from market. Also, so that didn't travel alone, I picked this one up from Jen, and it's a Tell an Emblem chart called Love Bugs, and it comes with a little charm that goes on there. And I think this came out at one of the Stitch Cons, was one of their exclusive charts that's now for sale, but I absolutely love this one. And yeah, this might be high on the list to start too, but it wasn't actually the original Tell an Emblem from market that I was after, but Jen didn't have that. So I went to Abby at Top Knot Stitcher, who did have the chart that I wanted. And this is by Tell an Emblem, and it's called Scissor Sampler. And I love this one. This might be one of my favorite charts. I think is my favorite chart from market. And the little forest critter one is number 2. But love that one. Abby only had a couple of those that looked like left in her shop. So if you love that one, you can pop over there and get it. And so that didn't travel alone. To go with the scissor sampler, I bought some scissors. These are called Cotton Clara embroidery scissors, and she had them in a whole bunch of other colors too. This is like a royal blue. I may have to pick up the turquoise and the orange as well to go with these ones, but yeah, that's all I have. That's all my market and crazy shopping that's going to be scaled back in the next couple of months, because I think I'm good for a while. But I hope you've enjoyed all my projects. I hope you managed to get some things from market if that was what you were after. If not, check out some of the shops that I mentioned. They picked up quite a lot of things, and I will link everything below. I will try and link all the projects, but that's all I have. Hopefully next month, with a lot of sitting around after surgery, I can show you a lot of stitching next month. But until then, I hope you have a good month. I hope you're able to get out and do some gardening now that spring has sprung here, and wherever you are. I hope the weather's not too bad, but I hope you have a good month, and I will see you at the end of April. Bye.